We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Warning. The following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
Back at it, the Words on Fire podcast. Your boy Cujo, my man Jules. It feels good doing this more than once again. Maybe if I turn on our camera, people will see us. There we go.
There we go.
Shit. Remember, follow us on the Instagram at Words on Fire podcast, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere. Basically, anywhere you can hear a podcast, look for us. We'll be there. This week we got another special edition. This weekend, actually, there's going to be a big fight here going down in the immediate area of El Paso. Outside of El Paso is about 5-10 minutes away, maybe.
It's about 5-10 minutes, yes, sir.
It's brought to you by Rodzilla Promotion. Our boy Gabriel Rodriguez, or Rodzilla Rodriguez, who is the owner, operator, the whole nine of Rodzilla Combat Sports, is in the house.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Gabe? How you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
Welcome.
Can't complain, bro. We're
Thank
breathing,
for
right?
having me, bro. Yes, sir.
We're breathing. That's a good sign, doggy.
Yeah.
So talk to us, dude. Rodzilla Promotions. What is going down this weekend?
Rodzilla Combat Sports. Yes, sir. So we got fights coming up this Saturday.
Yeah.
We have 11 fights for you.
Damn.
11 fights for you. All amateurs. Amateur guys just coming up there trying to build a name for themselves.
Right.
And we decided, let's go. Let's put it together. There's actually 3 of us. It's myself, Lonnie Morales, and Lamar Harris.
Okay.
And we just teamed up. We're all fighters.
Okay.
We said fighters for the fighters, man. So
Yeah. Nice. So y'all trying to do like a Golden Boy version of what is it? So it's MMA strictly, right?
It's strictly MMA, but we are licensed to host Muay Thai as well.
Really?
Yeah. So we tried.
Yeah.
We tried it, but Muay Thai is growing here in El Paso. So maybe the next one we'll have some Muay Thai. That one's sick.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. How big is the Muay Thai following around here?
For the community, yeah.
It's getting big.
Yeah?
It's getting big. Yeah. It was for a while. It was very underground. Muay Thai was very underground. But no, there's about 4 gyms right now that are coaching it.
No shit.
So hopefully in the next show we throw in some
bigger?
Muay. Yeah, we just go. As a matter of fact, I like to go strictly Muay Thai.
Really?
Yeah, that would.
Hey,
be
that
sick.
Muay Thai is like blood sport, right? Like
No, it's
As a matter of fact, yeah, it's featured in there because it's the art of 8 limbs.
okay.
So you throw elbows, you throw knees, you
Right.
kicks.
Yeah, no, that shit is crazy. I've seen some of the trainings for that. That shit, dude.
That's where they be kicking them trees and shit.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers are wild.
Yeah,
bro.
no, fuck that.
It's like Hunger Games for real, bro.
Shit would snap.
But you know what? People love blood.
Yeah.
That's why people go
Oh,
watch
yeah.
fights. They want to see blood.
They want to see carnage.
Yeah, exactly. So that Muay Thai, it's crazy, man. It's basically MMA without the groundwork.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
You basically don't take
Minus wrestling.
Yeah, minus the wrestling part. I mean, you just go in there and I love it, man. They stand in front of each other and just bang it out.
Yeah, no, those dudes are fucking wild. Yeah, 'cause you got that. I think it's legal, like to grab the back of the head, right, when you're doing the knees
Yeah,
and
the
shit.
clinch. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, dude, those. Yeah, so there's actually I'd seen the video for. I can't remember who it was. There's an actual move like a setup where you like throw an elbow and then you come back, you grab the back of the head. And you're jumping and doing a fucking high knee to
Damn.
fucking break skulls and shit.
I've seen that shit in a video game.
Yeah, Muay Thai is based out of, is it the Philippines? Thailand.
Thailand.
Yeah, those motherfuckers are wild, bro.
Yeah,
Fighting with
I'll have
shards,
to check that out.
shards
They
of
start-
glass and shit.
They start fighting like at 6 years old. They start getting paid like around 6 years old. They start.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, they throw them out there and they start making bets on them. And I mean, I'm talking no headgear, no nothing. Then these little kids go out there to kill each other.
I think I've seen that shit. Yeah,
I've seen some stuff filmed like
Yeah,
that.
man,
was
it
fucking
never ends
good. So how'd you get into the fight game, man?
So I'm actually a pro boxer and pro MMA fighter. I've been at it going on 15 years now.
Yeah.
15 years, and obviously, I'm 36 years old.
Okay.
And it's time for me to call it. Yeah,
you're still young, man. You're in your prime.
You know what? My brain still tells me I can do it, but
The body.
Yeah, the body just sometimes don't want to.
It's like, move,
You know what?
motherfucker.
It's
What?
it's not even exact the age part. It's just how do I tell you, the want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the when
The
you're
grind.
young and the grind and you're down for it, man. You're ready to go and you're angry and you're ready to beat the shit out of something.
Yeah.
Now, man, I'm a dad. I got a job. It's like I don't.
Are you
kinda
born and raised
job.
in El Paso?
In San Elizaro,
Yeah, yeah.
Sunday.
Okay, okay,
Damn, all
okay.
right. So is
Just
that
stomping
kind
ground
of
right
why
there.
you want to take it back to
Yes, sir.
taking it back home?
Yes, sir. Bringing it home, I figured, it's where I started, so I got to take it there. It's got to. I'm the only pro fighter out of San Eli when it comes to MMA,
Okay.
so I figured, hey, I started it, might
Right.
as well bring it over here. But yeah, that's what happened. I was a pro MMA fighter. Just had my not I don't want to say last, but I just recently fought in November in a pro boxing match.
Okay.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but yeah. I'm
How
not
did
gonna
that go?
say-
How did that fight go?
So that was a draw.
Okay.
Okay.
Fucking bullshit ass call, man. If you see
Oh,
that fight,
That's one thing
I
about
had
boxing, man. You
Yeah.
just you got to kill somebody to get the win. If
And-
not, if you
Or
ain't
be the favorite there. Yeah.
If you're not the favorite, you
The
got to
house
pull some
fighter.
shit, man.
yeah, I'm some dude flying out there from San Eli, and I'm fighting the local Pomona guy.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I mean,
you went to Califas out there,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, I was in California, and man, I swear, the only thing this guy did is not fall. But other than that, I mean, I had him all over the fucking ring for the second, third, and fourth round. He was
Yeah.
and they called it a draw. He did piece me up in the first round.
Yeah.
But I was just being lazy, man. It's again, is that want? I was
Right.
like, what the fuck am I doing here, man? I
He
wanna
woke you
go
up.
home. So I get back to the corner and I'm like, fuck, man, that sucked. And my coach is like, yeah, that sucked. I'm like, all right, let's fight.
What do you prefer doing, like boxing or?
I've always loved boxing, man.
Yeah,
I've always
yeah.
loved boxing, but I wrestled since I was a little kid. My brother got me in wrestling, and it just felt like the right thing to do. I got hands, I can wrestle. Let's just go into MMA,
Yeah.
and it was kind of like a no-brainer. I really never, even though I like boxing, and most of my career as an MMA fighter, I trained in boxing mostly. I never really said, "Oh, I'm gonna go in the boxing ring."
Right.
Hey, everybody's doing it.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Let me
If,
get out of there and do something on my own.
if Jake Paul could do it,
Right?
is that his name? John Paul? What is his name?
John Paul.
Is that the Pope? Who the fuck is that?
Yeah. that's- Jump up the second brain.
John Paul the second throw hands.
So yeah, I was like, let me jump in there, let me do this MMA thing, and I never looked back. I just kept doing it, and fucking sometimes I wouldn't show up to the gym
Yeah.
for months, and then I'd show up and like, oh, actually my partner Lonnie, which he's a big part of this event we got coming up.
Yeah.
He wouldn't see me 3 or 4 months, and then I'd show up one day, beer gut and shit, and I'd tell him, hey man, we got to fight next week.
Oh shit.
I was like, Roberto Duran used to do. Duran used to drop like 65 pounds in 2 weeks.
Yeah, he fluctuate, man.
Motherfucker was crazy.
Oh man, those weight cuts suck.
Yeah.
Those weight cuts, especially when you're young, you're like, fuck it, I can drop.
Right.
Shit, there'd be days where the worst one for me when it comes to weight cut, I went from 192 to 155 in 2 days.
What?
What the fuck?
How the fuck do you lose 40 pounds?
It was
I gotta
fucking horrible.
Talk to me, dog. I'm gonna try this shit.
was-
I've been
horrible.
trying to lose 10 pounds in
Man.
4 years.
Man, I pissed myself off because I was on weight and shit.
Yeah.
Nah, well, I was close,
Yeah, yeah.
And my dumbass, the week before the fight, I go up to Ruidoso with my brothers and we
Okay.
get a cabin and we get fucked up and eat steak all day, every day.
Shit. Yeah.
I come back and I step on the scale and like 190, 192. I'm like, shit.
God damn.
So, just the worst way possible. He threw on my sauna suit, hoodie,
Fucking-
sweatpants, and
Just sweat it out.
and started sweating. My coach had me hitting mitts and dropping puddles of water, man. I mean, puddles. I'd
Yeah.
take that thing and bring it off, mop up that puddle and go again.
What
and
the fuck? 40
it's-
pounds, right?
now,
That's a-
let me tell you, man, that shit's horrible.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I could
fucking
only imagine.
Horrible, man. By the time I stepped on the scale, this is the worst part. These weigh-ins,
Yeah.
I've always found them kind of funny. Which our weigh-ins are tomorrow,
Okay.
but it's fucking funny to me. They have them at Hooters. They'll have them at at B-Dubs.
Right.
They'll have them at restaurants and shit. You're fucking
You're
starving,
starving.
man.
Yeah,
You're
yeah, yeah.
dehydrated.
Torture you
Fucking
and
people
shit.
are sitting there eating their wings and you're fucking dying. So that day,
Munching on some ice.
yeah, shit. That day I'm there and I didn't even worry about the underwear. I was some fucking torn ass underwear I was wearing. I step on the scale, man, and I'm looking at the scale and I'm fucking wobbling. I can't even stand
fuck.
straight.
What the fuck?
The only thing that kept me standing was that adrenaline rush
Yeah.
when I faced off with my opponent. And then from there I was like, I swear I couldn't even open my jaw. I looked
Really?
like a little fucking kid with
You're that
like
deprived?
a little dog with parvo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you know, I couldn't fucking, my jaw is fucking
Body was shutting down and
yeah,
shit.
it was bad. And
What the
then
fuck?
and then I learned the hard way. This was back when I was an amateur.
Mm-hmm.
And then the hard way to hydrate,
Right.
you just can't grab some water and just
Can't chug it. Nah.
Can't swim.
Nah, you. So I did. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck this. Like, get out of my way. I'm fucking thirsty. I grabbed the bottle of water. I chugged it down. I had some Gatorade. Chugged it. Get back to the hotel room, and I'm over here feeling like I got a fever now. I got
Yeah.
a fever. I got shit. It was horrible. It was horrible.
What do you have to do? Like do little by little and shit? Like
Yeah, you
fucking-
do. So basically,
shot
I
glasses?
mean, shit. If I'm doing this, I'll take the bottle cap, and then just every once in a while, take a little sip. Take a little
Really?
sip. Yeah.
In moderation.
And
That.
very little moderation.
Wow.
You just can't chug it out immediately, or you're fuck yourself.
In
up.
fight day, like what would your meal be? Fuck, I'd probably
Oh, man.
fucking
Yeah. How much did you balloon back up to?
4 burgers.
Bro, even now,
Back to 190?
Bro, I'll go back to 180. Shit, I fought at 180 in November.
Okay.
I fought at 180, and fight night I was 202.
Jeez.
Yeah,
God damn.
But is that most of that water weight, or is that
it's water and carbs.
all the
It's
carbs
water
that you
and
start?
carbs. Yeah.
Do you
sodium.
think they should change it? Like do day of, or you know, because
No,
people could.
yeah, no, let's do 24 hours.
Yeah.
Because some of these guys cut 30, 40 pounds, and then
That's
they
deep.
But
they
that
gotta
I think
hydrate.
that would be kind of dangerous though. Like you know what I'm saying? Because like you
Day
were
of
telling
is-
me, yeah.
Day of is kind of dangerous.
Yeah. 'Cause if you're cutting weight, there's no way you could be healthy.
No,
enough
but
to
I mean
fight
you're
at
gonna be
night.
closer to
That
your
means you gotta be
natural
more-
weight.
You got to be more disciplined.
So your natural weight is 15, 20 pounds higher than what you fight at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want that advantage. So yeah, no, you got to go day before because it's dangerous. And some guys will do it. I mean, I know other arts like grappling. You know, wrestlers. My son's a wrestler. Those jiu-jitsu guys, they have weigh-ins the day of. Wrestling has the day of. The tournaments the day of.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, my son, he'll cut 5-6 pounds Friday night, weigh in Saturday morning, and he
Right.
gets like about an hour and a half to replenish and get that all back in, and then have to go and wrestle
And he's
6,
drained and
7
shit.
matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
it's hard, man. But I mean, wrestlers have a different mentality.
Yeah, but I
That's
mean,
what it's
you
for.
got to be more disciplined for that. You know what I mean? You can't
Yeah.
come in. I got to cut. You got to be the week of. You got to be within that
Yeah.
5-pound range, so you don't kill yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. No, and throughout the years, I ended up learning, and I stayed within range, and hardly ever had problems with weight cuts unless
Right.
you know I was doing something ridiculous.
I just feel like a real bitch right now because, like, I've been trying to lose weight for a minute, yo, and I can't lose shit.
No, because I know they're talking. Who was it? I was talking. Somebody was it Roken? And I think we mentioned this before on the podcast because you know how you're saying the day of, right?
Yeah.
To weigh in.
Mm-hmm.
They say it's dangerous because you're dehydrated, bro. That's how when people are dehydrated, they're trying to. If they're not fully hydrated when they're fighting, the knockouts are a lot easier because a lot of the water weight that you're actually losing is all in your brain. That's what keeps you from stable. So when you lose that water, that's the first part of the water that you lose first.
Yeah.
So that's how you get concussed and you get knocked out a lot quicker. If you're
But I was meaning like the day of, meaning, people staying closer to their weight class. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
You know what? Some organizations, they do some commissions. For example, California, they do weigh you back in, and you have a clause. It's not
Like,
technically a clause.
yeah, it's like a fucking
But you-
rehydration clause.
yeah, you got to stay at a certain level. Like if you do it more than 10%, if you gain more than 10% of what you weighed in at,
Yeah.
you get like a fine.
Oh,
So-
okay. They start fucking with your money.
well, that's
Yeah.
what Mayweather would always do that with
Yeah.
the last fights of his career.
Yeah, there's clauses, and
You
boxing does have a lot of clauses.
Yeah.
I know there was a fight recently that
Yeah, it was
Ryan Garcia,
Ryan.
and everybody made a big deal about this clause, bro. Those fucking
He
clauses.
agreed to that shit though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Those fucking clauses have been around for years.
Yeah, they just
years.
enforced that motherfucker.
I boxed back in 2017.
Uh-huh.
I boxed out here in Albuquerque, and that was a clause. I've always been one of the bigger lower weight guys.
Yeah.
I usually fight at 55,
Okay.
and my clause is I couldn't weigh more than 160 the day of the fight.
So you could only gain 5
Yeah.
pounds.
And in reality, I usually step in there at 175, 180.
Right.
Even though I weighed 155.
So you're still kind of dehydrated
Yeah,
and
so
all that
it
shit. Yeah.
fucking sucked. It sucked because I was only
Yeah.
like shit. I drank like 2 bottles of water and a meal, and I was already at 160. I
Like
couldn't have
sometimes,
shit.
like what's his name? Julio Cesar Chavez's son. What's his name?
Junior or Omar?
Yeah, Junior.
Yeah.
Yeah, Junior. That motherfucker looked like Skeletor and shit. His eyes be all fucking.
Then he ballooned like 30 pounds because
Yeah.
the steak and water and Coke. And,
Yeah, all that.
Well, no, Coke will help him lose weight, I guess. I mean, if he's strung out for a while.
that's what kept them motivated, son.
Talking about weight, like I said, weight cuts and everything. We got our weigh-ins tomorrow. We got our weigh-ins tomorrow.
What time are the weigh-ins at? I know you're posting them on the page. What's your IG page so people can follow? And
Rodzilla Combat Sports official. Rodzilla Combat Sports
official.
_official.
And the weigh-ins free to the public, right? I was seeing.
Yes, sir. Weigh-ins are free to the public. These are pretty cool. The guys, I call them kids, but
Yeah.
grown ass man. I just have that tendency.
Yeah.
But they come in, the kids come in, and they weigh in. They check in with the commission because these are our sanctioned fights.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And this is actually the first time there's a sanctioned MMA event in San Elizaro, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
History.
Congratulations. That's
thank you,
fucking-
appreciate it.
Giving back.
Fucking dope.
So they check in, they do their weigh-ins, and then they do the whole face-off thing. And this is actually going to be their first time they face off with their opponents.
Really?
How far in advance do they know they're going to fight each other?
We try to do it about 30 days.
Okay. All right.
Sometimes it doesn't go that way. Sometimes like 2 weeks. Sometimes a week.
Sometimes they'll change.
Yeah.
Motherfucker gets hurt.
So yeah, stay ready.
Yeah.
Stay ready.
Yeah,
Especially
Because usually to have a decent camp, right? Because these guys got to be. I mean, if they're young, they're amateurs. They're always working. They should always be working.
They're
I
in
should
the
say
gym.
they should be.
Yeah.
But I know, once you get to the professional level, like you were, you need what 6 weeks is minimum.
a professional. Once you get to a professional level, you want a six week camp.
Yeah, because anything
want
more than
6
that
weeks.
is overburden, right?
Yeah.
you could
It's
just
too much. So
kill yourself.
Exactly. Your body is just too much for your body. As it is, it's hard to come in here.
Yeah.
Get in that cage or get in that ring healthy.
Right.
Exactly. You're always going to always be hurt, right?
But in order to not kill your body too much and be able to perform, you do want a 6 week camp.
6 weeks.
And then coming up, I mean, that's not their only gig. You know what I'm saying? You guys are working and have your full-time job and then fucking training after that. So
yeah, it's hard. I mean, I got a guy right now at a co-main event. He called me. He's like, "Yeah, I need tickets. Where you're at? Oh, I'm at a job site." And you can hear, shit banging around. And it's like,
Yeah.
And I know how it feels because I'm a pipe fitter by trade.
Okay.
So for I only went the last 2 years of my professional career as an MMA fighter without working.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, the whole time, I was a pipe fitter.
Yeah.
So I was working 12-hour days, carrying pipe up and down the ladder, hanging it,
Yeah.
baking it.
And you came in at weight though,
yeah,
right?
and then right after work, straight to the gym.
Oh,
Straight to the
shit.
gym. So like, man.
Yeah, like some of these professional fighters are like that's their job, right? And
Yeah,
then
that's all
they
they
got a whole team,
Yeah.
and they'll still miss weight.
Yeah.
I don't understand that shit.
Sometimes
discipline, bro.
it's the leniency. I mean, once you have everything right there catered to you,
Yeah,
leniency. It's different when you gotta wake up and and that's another reason I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's a hard life.
Really,
Yeah.
Do I really want to suffer that much? Because fighting is a suffering sport. It's a tough sport. It's an ugly sport. It's not for the lavish. It's not. If you live in a nice house and you sleep in silk sheets, do you really want to get up and fucking go get the shit beat out of you?
want to fucking
bro.
pound.
But
look at Mayweather getting his hands massaged and
But
shit.
it's 5 of you living in a 2-bedroom house,
yeah.
and
Survival.
and you're living check to check.
Yeah. Yeah. Motivation.
Life sucks. Yeah, life sucks. I don't know. You're going through a divorce, whatever.
Right.
Man, you want to beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you want to get up and you're
The
like,
anger.
Yeah,
it's okay to be in the gym 24/7. There's something driving you, but once you get it,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard to
You're
keep
like,
that.
I need to get my own
motivation.
bathroom. Fuck this shit.
Remember, they say you don't play
You don't play boxing.
boxing.
You
You
don't
don't
play-
play
you don't play fighting.
MMA. That's a fucking lifestyle,
Yeah.
dude.
No, who's playing this weekend? There ain't nobody playing.
Right? Yeah. And it's funny with a lot of these kids. They're amateurs. It's their first fight, and they're their parents, their family members, their wives.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're getting into.
Yeah, you're gonna
And
see
it's
them
like,
get-
man, yeah.
So, how do you prepare these dudes? Like, do you give them like words of advice? Like, look, bro, I know you're expecting something, but this is the truth, man.
I do. There's I'm very involved with the amateur community, with the fighting community here in El Paso. I don't have a specific gym I train out of,
Okay.
but I'm very active. I've actually had smokers. I don't know if you guys know what smokers are.
No.
So shit, I've been doing this since 2019, and smokers are basically sparring matches, but I would put them at spots like a party hall, event centers, just so these kids can, get a better feeling of what it's like. Because you can be I call them practice champs. You can be a practice champ. You can be a killer in the gym. You can go in the gym all day, look good hitting mitts, look good hitting the bag.
Yeah.
Sparring, you look good. But then once you get under the lights, it's like, oh shit, you freeze.
Yeah.
You freeze. So I started doing these in order, and I would tell them, hey, this is about you guys. You guys get in here, take your time, do what you gotta do, don't get nervous.
Right.
Just so they can get those jitters out, so they can realize, oh man, it's a real fight.
Yeah.
It's a real fight. So forget about everything else. Forget about the lights. Forget about who's watching, because once you're in there, it's a real fight.
It's overwhelming.
Like they would always say about like the Mexican boxers, like they'll have like a losing record. Like don't judge them on the record, because they're fighting.
Yeah,
since they were kids and shit, and they're badasses.
And they're fighting every weekend.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then it's like in the bars and shit, and like clubs and shit.
In the States, you got sanctioning bodies. Over there, you really don't.
No,
you don't. They call you, hey, you got to fight next week, okay? And then you finish that one. You don't know if you're concussed or anything, but you're fighting again.
You're fighting again, yeah.
Because those guys are hungry. Those guys are hungry and they got to pay the bills.
Yep.
So they take these fights out here. We got sanctioning bodies and everything, so it takes care of them. But no, I do tell the kids, hey, it's a real fight. Take this as serious as possible.
Yeah.
Don't worry too much about damn phones, man. Damn phones and that Instagram and stuff like that.
Trying to look cool. Yeah,
don't worry about fucking recording yourself hitting the bag. Like, get in there, like do some work.
Garcia, that motherfucker looks nice.
That's all he did.
Yeah, get in there and do some work, man. Because when it's fight night, holy shit, man.
And they've been pointing out how he always drops his, and that's what he got caught with.
And it's scary, man. I mean, think about it. I mean, shit, I haven't trained so I'll use myself as an example. I haven't trained since November.
Right.
You know what I mean? I get in, I start talking shit, and I get in a fight. I'm not going to be in the best shape of my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you do it, you're not going to be in the best shape of life. But it's at the bar. It's going to take, 30 seconds? And then we're done.
Yeah.
We're gone and everything. So when you get in that cage, when you get in that ring, you're going up against somebody that's been training to beat the shit out of you for 30, 40 days.
Yeah.
So he's not going to go away just by you hitting him hard once you put him on his butt. They'll stand up and they'll come right back at you. And that's the scary part.
Yeah.
That's the scary part. I mean, you hit somebody and you're like, fucking shit, good man. That
shit happened to you? Like, were you man. You're like, this dude's not getting back up.
I remember it was this crazy white guy.
Usually. White boys are crazy.
And he beat me. He won the decision. And if you would have seen him, you'd be like, man, this motherfucker just got up off the couch.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, easy money. So I got in there and I pieced him up. First round, pieced him up, but, these are 5-minute rounds. And 3 minutes in, I'm like, man, motherfucker's still taking these shots.
Feels like an hour in there.
Bro, I land my shots and then eat it, just come forward again. So I throw shots again, he'd throw back. I'd hit him clean again, and man, this motherfucker wouldn't. Shots that are supposed to put somebody down just wouldn't go down.
Yeah.
Second round comes around, I'm like, fuck, man, this guy's still here. Motherfucker's still here, dude. So,
how tough is that psychologically?
You gotta go through it to understand it. Yeah. I don't think there's a way to prepare it. Me personally, I don't think there is. You just gotta fucking
you land
go
your shot.
It. Yeah.
You land your shot, and you're like, oh, my finisher. Yeah. That motherfucker's not finished.
There's some shots that fuck, man. You know it hurt. Like, you know it fucking hurt. You're not gonna tell me shit, but you're still gonna eat it and just keep coming.
Yeah.
So I think in order to get ready for that, you just gotta go through it.
Damn.
And I think I just failed that test that night.
Yeah.
But and then third round, I was like, man, fuck this. Like, just get the fuck out of here already.
Just trying to make it through.
Yeah, and then he ended up winning that decision. So I tell these guys, get ready, because things like this can happen. And I try to express to them, just like I tell you guys, I tell them. I try to tell them, like, this is what I've learned. If it helps you somehow, use it. If it doesn't, fucking get rid of it.
Hey, based on what, because you do both sports, right? You said you box and MMA. The MMA is 5-minute rounds, right? And then the boxing, 3-minute rounds?
Yeah.
What's longer? Like, what feels, because it's a different sport, and what feels longer? Like a round, which round feels like more exhausting?
Shit. So, all right, there's differences. In boxing, holy fuck, there's a lot of punches coming your way.
Exactly.
I mean,
right?
shit.
Yeah.
15, 16, 17 punch combinations. Like,
Right.
when did that happen? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to say MMA.
Okay.
Just because there's so much more involved.
The grappling
The
and all that shit.
grappling tires the shit out of you, man. Grappling is the most exhausting thing you'll do when you're trying to get somebody down or hold somebody down. That thing's exhausting, man. It'll drain you.
Yeah.
It'll drain you completely. But let's not disregard boxing. Let's not just say that boxing is not as hard, because it is. It's in its own aspect. I like to say that they're completely different sports, and I don't like the stuff where, boxer versus MMA guy. It's just two different things. In reality, the boxer, an MMA guy will beat the fuck out of a boxer.
Yeah, in a street fight. Yeah,
You know
absolutely.
what I mean? But when it comes to the sports, MMA is definitely harder. That's one of the reasons I stopped doing it, because it's too hard.
Right.
It's
Got to worry about everything.
Yeah, you got to worry about everything. You got to train fucking ridiculous amounts of time to get ready for a fight, for an MMA
Elbows,
fight.
knees, and fucking toes.
Yeah,
and
you
shit.
don't. You got to learn how to do it. You got to learn how to defend it. Then you got to learn how to not do it so you don't get taken down.
Right.
And then it's just so much to the game. So it's exhausting. Putting it all together, it's really, really exhausting. I mean, it's exhausting on the brain. It's exhausting on the body. So definitely MMA is the hardest sport. It's the hardest to get ready for. Even in a round, in a round of fighting, I'll definitely get more tired doing MMA than I will do boxing. But boxing is way different.
Yeah.
It's way
It's a
different.
different sport, yeah.
It's you're in there, and MMA is like, there's a jab here. People are getting their distance. You're afraid to throw too many punches, too many kicks, because you might get taken down, or things like that.
Right.
Boxing, no, all you got to worry about is hands, right? Oh fuck, that's a lot of hands coming your
Yeah,
way.
and they're coming in a little bit faster because they ain't got to worry about the
Yeah.
anything coming up from.
And
from
those
the bottom,
motherfuckers
yeah.
hit hard.
Yeah.
I mean, all they do is hit a punch bag all day, every day.
Or do you forget like what sport you're in and shit? Like I seen
Just
like
start throwing kicks.
yeah, like I seen this guy. He was boxing and then he just did a fucking
Klitschko.
roundhouse.
I did. There's a
Fucking
on
throw an
YouTube,
elbow and shit. Like
There's,
bullshit. My
there's
bad.
one of my fights on YouTube where I completely said, fuck this, and boom, just fucking tossed the guy.
Oh shit!
I was like, I rocked him, and he hugged me, right? I rocked him. I got him up against the ropes, and he's hugging me, and I'm trying to get away, and the motherfucker just wouldn't let me get away. The referee wouldn't break us. So I ended up getting some underhooks, and I just put my hip into it and sent him flying over. I got in trouble. I got a hard
point?
warning.
Yeah, it's frowned upon. It's
taking a
frowned
point.
upon a little bit.
I got a hard point. I got a hard warning out of it. Nobody.
Oh, okay, no points.
No points, but it was it was different. But I did forget. I was like, fuck it, man.
Yeah, I mean, because you get rocked, man. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm gonna throw
You know
an
what?
elbow.
I've always
bro.
been scared. I'm like, fuck, man. What if you get rocked? Because you get concussed and shit, and you
Yeah.
forget where you're at, what you're doing. I've always wanted to see some guy, an MMA fighter, boxing, and then just fucking forgets he's in a boxing match.
Chokehold the motherfucker.
See what he does. But they gotta get hit clean and just
Yeah.
fucking forget and say, "Oh fuck, throw a clean head kick."
They
or
have some
something.
good shit on YouTube where the dude gets rocked and he forgets that he's in a fight, that he's doing the walk in
Yeah,
again.
he just walks right back.
He walks right back. He's doing the entrance again. He's,
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen it on YouTube. That's so
Yeah, they had some dude that got knocked out. They called a fight, and he came in. He started raising his hands. He's ready to go. They're like, dude, you lost already.
you just
What's my
lied.
He's
record?
like, I haven't fought yet. He's like,
I
what the
saw
fuck?
that.
Yeah.
I actually saw it on a reel.
that shit
That's crazy, man.
Dude, that shit is wild. Have there been? I'm trying to think, because I know like you've had McGregor, you've had Diaz fight from MMA to boxing. Yeah. I haven't seen anybody really go from boxing to MMA.
Oh no,
That
there's
I
more
could
than that.
think of.
Boxing? Yeah, well,
had
Ray
one
Mercer. Ray Mercer did one. They kicked the shit out of him. He was just, and then I think
Tony.
James Tony did too.
James Tony?
James
Oh,
did.
yeah,
James
nah, but-
Tony did too.
Tony
They're
was already
smarter than
done,
that, bro.
though.
They're smarter than that. They'll lure you into boxing, but they will not step in. And they'll say like, I don't need no guy hugging up on me and shit. Bullshit, bro. You just don't want to fucking get murdered.
Yeah,
That's
I think
really
Ray
what it
Mercer
is.
was one of the first ones that did it. Though.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I wasn't aware. I knew Tony did.
You know who Ray Mercer is, right?
Yeah, I know
yeah,
who he is.
yeah.
I just didn't know he stepped in.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, man, I think
shit.
that was it.
Yeah, because it's not. It's like you said, it wouldn't even be close. Like when they were doing the McGregor or Mayweather, and Mayweather's like, "I'll get in the ring." Said, no, you won't. You won't get in the octagon, dog. You'll last 40
You don't-
seconds.
you don't want
top.
none of that
And that's McGregor's not even a ground and pound guy, but you just won't last because of the weight. The gloves alone.
One dude I will
Fuck it.
believe though is what's it, Crawford. Crawford, is
Bud?
big in the he's He's a big
That
wrestler.
guy's a dog. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a dog,
he's-
and
yeah,
he does
he's
have
got-
some wrestling. In
He's
him.
got some wrestling skills. Maybe he'll do something like that,
Yeah.
but not now because there's too much money. But I think he should do
And,
all right.
You know, a lot of the things that are crazy in that transition is the stance.
Yeah.
Is the stance like, man, I won't even tell people that I'm an MMA fighter, and then I'll go boxing like, oh, you do MMA, huh? Yeah, like my stance is completely different, and I think that's the same in there. It's hard to get that boxing stance, man. It just doesn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel right. So you can immediately. That's one of the differences.
How different is the stance then?
Well, your feet are set differently because you got to use your hips in order to sprawl. Like if there's
Okay.
A little
there's
bit
a
wider.
takedown, yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit wider. For the kicks, you got to bring them in a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the stands are different. Your hands are in a different position. Your shoulders are in a different position.
See, I've never even really noticed. Like,
Yeah.
like I said,
Yeah, you
I'm
could-
not much of an MMA guy, so what little bit I've seen, I really haven't.
So for boxing,
Notice
your
there.
shoulders. For boxing, your shoulders are way back. You're back here.
Yeah, because you can
Right?
cock it back.
And then
Right.
for MMA, you're
more-
boom right here.
You're a little bit more squared
Yeah.
off.
You're squared off, yeah.
So, because it's hard to if you're gonna stand this way and face your opponent, you're not gonna stop a takedown. Where are your hips at? Your hips are pointing this way.
Right.
So you got to switch that. You got to get your hips facing forward. It's awkward.
Damn,
It's a little
yeah,
different.
I've never paid attention to that.
So then when MMA guy boxes, it just looks weird because
Right.
the punches look. It's all arms. It's all
Yeah.
arm punching.
There's nothing behind it.
Yeah, where boxing you can see that hip rotation and it looks
Right.
cleaner. It does look cleaner.
How about that the heavyweight fight though? You think he stands a chance? What's his name?
Oh, in Dake? In Guaki?
Ngannou.
That's a
Ngannou.
tough
Ngannou.
motherfucker, man.
Yeah, well, he's
That dude
being coached
is-
by the right guy.
He's
fucking
a freak.
Tyson's got him.
Yeah, I mean,
He's a
you know, for me,
heavy-handed cat,
I'm
dude.
pulling for the boxer, man. But you know, at the same time, I would like to see that story. You know, he has a good story, man.
And he did really good against the Fury.
I thought
Yeah.
he
Really
beat
good.
Fury.
He did really good.
I don't
He
think
beat
so.
him. He beat him.
I don't think he. I think Fury looked bad. I thought Fury was gonna smoke him,
Yeah.
but he should have. He should have.
He underestimated him.
Yeah,
dude.
he did.
He's like he
And
went in
now-
with the same mentality. He's an MMA guy.
I don't think that anybody's gonna take that dude lightly now.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
that dude's got a heavy hand,
No.
boy.
You know what? We talking about heavy hands. We got our main event. It's gonna be a good matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Our main event guy, or the kid that's coming in from Albuquerque. That kid is
Oh, you getting
violent.
some
Yeah.
imports, huh?
Well, yeah, we got a kid from Oregon and another one from Jersey. And
Jersey.
yeah, shit. Next show, I'm bringing again a guy from Canada.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this word got around.
And they're gonna
quick.
fight local kids.
Yeah, local kids. I mean, we wanted to keep it New Mexico, El Paso, but shit, we'll take anybody.
Yeah, dude, I mean, a fight's a good fight. It's a good fight.
Yeah, a good fight is a good fight. But yeah, this kid that we're bringing in from Albuquerque, Sergio Gutierrez, man, that kid is violent.
He's good.
That kid is violent. You know what I mean? That kid, he throws leather.
Yeah.
He's in
I'm going
there.
for local though.
No, yeah, definitely, because so that Sergio kid, he reminds me a lot of like the Diaz brothers.
Okay.
I mean, I've tried to hit him up, and I'll be like, "Hey, man, I need you to do this," and just no conversation, just an agreement, just yes,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
okay,
Right.
fucking real quiet kid. But when he gets in the cage, holy shit, man, he's there to throw hands, and he's violent. But it's those matchup things, and then you got Dom, his opponent, and you see him, and you're like, "Fuck, man, poor Dom." But fucking Dom he's a beast. He's a beast himself too, and he's a grappler. He's an amazing grappler. And
Yeah.
he's fought for me in small group before, and his jiu-jitsu, it'll just he kid's got no quit in him.
Okay.
No quit in him. I mean, you can hit him with the kitchen sink,
Right.
and he'll be fishing for a submission.
Damn.
You can be there, dropping hammers on him, and he's still looking what he's gonna submit you with, what he's gonna get you
Right.
with. But lately, he's been working his hands too, so I'm interested to see if he's actually gonna decide to stand and bang, with the scary dude over here from Albuquerque, or is he gonna go to his bread and butter and grapple? So that's gonna be an interesting,
Yeah.
matchup. So our main event is gonna be. It's gonna be a good one. There's gonna be
And that's going down
Hands-
That's going down what Saturday the
Saturday.
27th,
Yeah.
26th. What is it? I don't even know. What
No,
today is.
27th.
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 And the winner of that one's actually we're gonna throw some belts in there.
Okay.
Whoever wins that fight is gonna fight for the belt on the next event.
Nice.
Oh, that'd be cool.
We want to go big right away.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it big. So
That
we
sounds
wanna
like a
start-
good time.
Fuck yeah, dude. So that's Rodzilla's fight promotion. This is the first fight you said, right? You guys are doing.
Yeah, this is the first sanctioned event. That's
First
happening.
sanctioned event is going down
Yeah.
in San Elizaro.
San Eli.
And how many fights is
Ever.
it again?
There's 11 fights.
11 fights.
11 fights and really good athletes. Really
So
good fighters.
so between you and your two partners, is it all three of you that are the decide who's fighting who, the matchup wise, or is it just one of you, or
So
how does that work?
So you got the president, VP, and then you got a matchmaker.
Okay. All right.
And the matchmaker
He's in charge of the
is
show.
the one that knows. Hey, he knows the fighters a lot better. He does his homework on the fights. And president, VP, we focus more on where are we having it, how are we having it, what's going on.
Right.
You know, all the
Logistics.
All
Behind the
logistics
scenes
of it.
bullshit.
And then our matchmaker, he's the one in contact with the fighters. This is what's happening. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
This guy would be a great matchup against this guy. If he's not available, he'll find somebody else. So he's really our matchmaker, Lamar. He's
Styles
really,
make fights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So this main event, like I said, he went all out when he said when we decided to do the whole Styles make fights, because it's two completely different styles. And I think it's great for people that are going to see it for the very first time. They're going to get to see the whole MMA aspect of it. You know, you're not just going to have two guys just throwing hands. You're going to have people that are going to be looking to go to the ground. There's going to be guys looking stand up. It's going to be great.
And then, watching it on TV, but when you're actually sitting there and hearing the chingazos land, you know what I'm saying? That's some shit, man. That sounds
man.
fucking horrible, dude.
It is. It's scary. Especially, did you guys watch the UFC when during COVID?
Yeah.
Fuck, you can hear everything.
Yes. It had the
Shit,
bubble.
man. Justin Gaethje fought Tony Ferguson, and I mean, fuck, man, you can hear every.
Yeah, there was not
smack
no
in there.
commentating or nothing. They were just
Fine.
fucking. It just landed,
It was
dude.
ugly.
And I was like, oh my god, that didn't even look violent. It sounded horrible though.
So let me tell you, back in November 2021, I had there at Pistoleros. I had what we call the smoker exhibition fights, and it was MMA as well.
Okay.
And we threw in two heavyweights, and a lot of the people, a lot of people were just people at the restaurant, and they're like, fuck it, let's go watch the fights.
Yeah.
So we have about 200 plus in there, people. And the fight comes out, and they get these heavyweights walk out to the ring, and everybody's excited.
Right.
And then hands start flying. Fucking quiet. Nobody knew what.
Because you don't want to miss anything. You try
Well,
to
they were
absorb
scared.
it all.
You know, they
Dude,
they
they're
were.
fucking hitting each other.
Yeah. They got caught in the action. They're like, holy shit! Like, this is actually real. Like,
Right.
These kids are really fucking.
Yeah, totally different experience, man. When you're hearing them body shots, just violent, just flesh, just
flesh. Yeah,
it's
man.
just
It
fucking
sounds
horrible, dude.
It sounds bad. Fuck.
And these guys are still standing there smiling and shit. Said, "Hey, yeah, I'm not gonna do that again." Yeah, right, motherfucker.
when I was fighting, I'd get invited to commentate, or I'd get invited to sit ringside and shit like that. And I'd be sitting there watching these guys, and we're talking about professionals.
Right.
I mean, I'd be sitting there, and I'd be watching these guys just fucking wailing each other. Like, what the fuck? Like, is it like that when I fight too? 'Cause holy shit!
Hey, you gotta talk. No, I was enjoying the fight, man.
He's a local kid. He fought in Las Cruces. Travis. I can't remember his shit, man. I can't remember his last name, but he's a local kid. And there was fights in Las Cruces, and I just showed up. I didn't have anybody out. Nobody was fighting. I just went to go enjoy the fight.
Right.
And they called me backstage. They're like, "Hey, man, there's a couple of guys that need their hands wrapped." Yeah, I got you guys. How much? Shit, nothing, man. I get to sit ringside. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
that's all I
You
need.
can't beat that.
So then I wrapped this kid's hands, and quiet. He didn't have a coach. It's fucking he's a quiet kid, man. He's a fucking killer though.
Yeah.
Quiet dude. And I wrap his hands, and I actually walk out with him and everything. So bell rings, and then he's fighting some local kid from Cruces.
Yeah.
And they start throwing hands, and these are 170 pounders, 6 feet tall. I mean,
Oh, they're fucking each
and
other up.
ripped,
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
solid dudes,
Yeah.
ripped. And they start touching each other. Holy shit, man! I was like, dude, we really do this shit to each other? Like,
Yeah.
is this really? And the
Reality
next thing
kicks
you know,
in.
I mean, he just fucking lands a straight and sleeps this kid for like 2-3 minutes, man.
Oh,
fucking just
fuck.
laying there stiff. I'm like, oh fuck, man. Like,
And then you get up and you hug each other. I'm like, nah, I can't do that, man.
Right?
That
Yeah,
shit,
like,
I'm
good
still
fight.
hurting.
no,
I'm still hurting.
and then I see him fucking kneeling down and staring at the kid. Kneels down and turns and looks at him. And I'm thinking, like, man, he's probably worried about him, right?
Right.
Mhm.
So I'm like, hey, man, fuck it. Don't worry about it. It's you or him. He's like, no, fuck him. He would have done the same shit to me. Like, oh, fuck, I'm sorry, bro.
These are killers, bro. Never
He's
mind.
trying to conserve his
Sorry.
energy.
Fuck, yeah, man.
He's trying to
I don't
conserve his
wanna fuck
energy
with-
just
yeah,
in
I
case
don't-
he popped up
I
and
don't wanna
shit.
fuck with you right now.
Yeah,
but
no, that's a fucking light switch right there, bro.
so
You gotta
yeah.
turn it off and on.
Come Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
again, it's the first time it's happening. This last time I was telling you, they had headgears on, shin guards, big gloves.
Right.
So this Saturday, I mean, it's a sanctioned event.
Damn.
No headgear, no. I mean, 4-ounce MMA gloves.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
what I was
yeah.
about to ask. So are they? Isn't it generally 2.5? What
no,
they
they're
use? Or is-
they're 4 ounces.
they're 4 ounces?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, basically the 4 ounces and the fucking
And the wrist?
Yeah.
the wrist
it's-
where you wrap
because
it
they
up,
have
you
to
can
wrap it.
wrap it like twice.
Yeah.
That Velcro that sounds weird.
Does
So,
that do shit?
yeah, really, those gloves, all they do is protect your knuckles.
Right.
That's all they do.
I've tried them on before. I don't. I guess it's the ghetto ones that they sell at Academy
Yeah,
and
they
shit.
fucking-
Dude, they fucking hurt your fingers
Yeah.
like a bitch because they like cut off circulation.
Yeah, now you have to
That
wear the
shit
right
sucks.
ones because you still got hand wraps and everything. So you got to wear the right ones. But once those hands start flying,
Yeah.
or the kicks, you hear the kicks. I mean, holy shit!
Yeah, dude, that one kick, I would be like, fuck, I'm good, man. No, that shit, look, give me a Charlie horse. Fuck that
Dude,
shit.
there was a dude back in the that I did see like in the late '90s, early 2000s. He was like, was he Russian or Croatian? All he knew was known was for his leg kicks.
Krokop.
Krokop.
Fucking
Oh,
Krokop.
yeah.
That motherfucker would
That
leave you
fucking
purple.
Ivan Drago motherfucker,
Yeah,
man.
half
That
the
dude's a
side of your
beast.
body, but he couldn't take a punch.
He was a killer, man.
But
he
if
was
he
a
would
killer
get a
until he
hold
got
of you-
exposed.
Yeah, but he was literally a killer, man. This guy was like fucking
Special forces.
out there in
Yeah.
Croatia. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah. How about those other dudes, those other Russian cats? They didn't even look like they'll fuck you up. And there were two brothers. One of them went to jail, but
Oh shit!
yeah, he didn't look like he looked like a fighter, but he wasn't like ripped or nothing. He'll kick your ass. He was Russian also, man.
No,
I forgot what
I
his
think
name.
that's pretty much every Russian that you fucking
Just
talk about.
fucking-
Those motherfuckers are wild.
Yeah, you come in with guys doing ring walks and they're sitting there like yawning and shit. And they'll fuck you up.
There's some dudes that just fucking like, why aren't you worried right now? Like, why aren't you
Yeah, he weathers it. They
something?
still
Am
on him
I
and shit.
fucking missing something? That,
No.
No.
and then that bell rings and then they just fucking let loose. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, they release them.
I would hate to
man.
fight them in a man-to-man battle. So
It's like, you win, bro. It's not
No,
even
no,
worth it.
yeah,
it's
no.
not even worth it. So, are there any females on the fight card?
Fuck, unfortunately not, man.
'Cause I
We
know-
tried it. We would love to have females on
Yeah.
the fight.
those girls are violent.
Yeah, they're violent. People love it because, I mean, females don't give a shit.
They don't give a
fucking
shit.
Go at it. Sometimes, I mean, they don't give a shit. I
Yeah.
mean, there's some. Usually, if there's a female fight, it's gonna steal the card.
Yeah,
All eyes on that fight.
right.
They're
But
violent.
no, just timing.
Yeah,
Just we didn't get to land one on this one. But
because I know there's a
hey,
lot
if
of.
there's any female MMA fighters watching, I mean, shit, I need y'all.
We
'Cause
did
I
have
know
one.
we talked to Piggy
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mauro,
Yeah,
and I think she just landed a gig with.
she's with Combate.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's
yeah.
with Combate.
that girl could throw.
Yeah,
I was seeing her.
And she's tiny too.
Yeah,
She's tiny.
sweetest little chick you could meet, man.
Right.
She has a hell of a story. Like
She's been yes.
she's been through it, man. But
And
then
she's
you
been-
see her in there, and woof,
yeah, and she's
woof.
she's an OG.
Yeah, she's
been in
gangster
it
though.
as just as long as I have almost.
Yeah.
And still
Oh,
going.
really? Yeah.
Yeah, she's been through the. I mean, she's been through it, dude. That girl was. I mean, it was great to talk to her. It was great to hear her story. I mean,
I do follow her. Yeah.
it's that girl could. God damn, that girl could fight. But then it's 'cause I mean, when you like you're saying with girls fighting, if you have, because a lot of the guys we start thinking, the craziest shit, right? When you see girls fight, it's like, all right, if they get in a certain position, maybe they'll start making out or some shit's gonna go down.
Okay, I thought that
Like,
was
when
just
you-
me.
no,
Yeah, because I'm
when
like,
you-
get on top of her.
when you see like a Paige Van Zandt who's fucking
Oh,
beautiful,
my
I
gosh.
was like, all right, dude, if she just gets her the right way, maybe we'll have a moment. But then, I mean, Paige can't fight. She's
Yeah, no,
past
she
she's past
can't.
her.
Or when they do
Or
the
Prime.
face off, like I've seen a couple where like they'll kiss.
Oh,
and I'm like,
dude,
that's just
forget
fucking
about-
sexy.
Oh, it's like that shit just sold out right there.
I was like, yeah.
Arena just sold out right there.
That's why she went to bare knuckle. I mean, fuck, she gets away with a lot at bare knuckle.
Yeah.
But you know,
she-
that'll
it's
fuck your
not-
face up.
You see, but then now I was seeing.
Do you like that bare knuckle stuff?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well,
I know Trout's doing that.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Trout's doing that.
Yeah, but
a lot of the
no.
boxers are going that way.
yeah, but no.
Why is that?
So they were here a while back, and BKFC was here.
Okay.
Trout was gonna Austin Trout. He's a good friend of mine,
Mm.
and he was gonna bring him out to Las Cruces. You know,
Okay.
he's from
Yeah.
Cruces.
He beat
And-
Canelo. Anyways, that's a whole different thing. Go ahead.
We'll talk about. We'll get to be continued.
So he was gonna bring BKFC out here,
Mhm.
and they had tryouts and everything, and I showed up and like, oh man, you're good. Just they brought me in. They were gonna get me a fight
Mhm.
for the Cruces card, and they're like, who do you want to fight? Fuck, I'll fight Diego Sanchez. And then we get Diego Sanchez. Like, oh shit, really? Like, yeah, fuck it, I'll fight him. They took me to the back. They had a whole setup ready to go. They fucking put a mic on me, put the camera in front of me, and they said, call him out. Fucking do a call out and everything.
Yeah.
I called them out. I started getting ready for it, and they didn't end up bringing it. They didn't end up bringing it to Cruces. They couldn't lock the venue.
Oh, okay.
I was like, man, I was so close. I was like, fuck, did I just fucking bite off
Dodge
more
the
than I
bullet?
could
You whoop his ass.
chew?
You whoop his ass, man.
Dodge the bullet out this motherfucker.
But no, I do like it. So then I kind of, you know, I went back to boxing, and I ended up fighting boxing in Albuquerque in August. And
You could have ran into him there.
yeah, I couldn't. I actually thought I would, but no, he wasn't there. But then my buddy Danny Hilton, he's out in Prescott.
Okay.
Oh fuck, Prescott. Sorry, it's Prescott, bro.
Prescott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he sees it, he's gonna kill me. He did bare knuckle, and he fucking. I think he was the first fight in Utah. He has a record. He was the first bare knuckle fight in Utah,
Okay.
and the first winner in a bare knuckle fight. Because
Oh, wow.
since he was the first fight on the card, and he
Right.
just pieced this dude up.
Mhm.
He just pieced this kid up, and all he did was throw a jab. But oh fuck, man, your face gets fucked up. In
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, because I ain't shit.
They ain't shit to protection.
Yeah, I mean, this guy landed like maybe 10 jabs, and this guy's eye was shut. It was bleeding. It was fucking gone. So that scares me, man.
And then you're transitioning from being padded up, so you're hitting
Bare knuckle.
Yeah.
you're
Bare
hitting
knuckle.
really
It's a
hard
fucking-
now.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and-
Like
and
you
you gotta
forgot
be
how
careful.
hard you hit.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with your hands
Yeah.
too. A lot of these guys, they can't fight more than 2 fights a year because
Fucking
They're brittle. Their hands
Yeah.
are brittle after a while.
yeah, your hands aren't made to punch.
No.
Your hands were not made to hit somebody that way. But we just fucking crazy ass people, I guess. But yeah, we weren't. So they break, especially bone on bone. I mean, think about that.
Yeah, it's
So now I'm like, I like watching it. Do I want to do it? I,
you get in there, huh?
I don't know.
take a minute to think about it.
Yeah.
See, but that, now I was seeing the other day because so one of the dudes I work with he's a big old MMA cat. He was showing me there's a new MMA league where it's basically UFC bare knuckle.
Bare knuckle and
That
George,
just started
really?
not too long
George
ago, right?
Masvidal brought that out.
Oh, really?
There you go. Yeah.
George Masvidal brought that in, and who did they have? A Big Country Roy Nelson. He fought in it recently.
Yeah.
That's that
It's-
crazy Florida shit then over
It's
there.
like, it's like that old school shit.
It's
that,
like you're playing everything in rewind. If you think
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
it started like that.
Yes.
It started bare knuckle, no fucking.
No
That's
weight
where,
classes, remember? Like
Yeah.
fucking.
So now they're going back to bare knuckles. Like, holy shit, man.
We're just savages, man.
What's-
Like we just want more violence. Like it wasn't enough.
Yeah, there's
What's the name of that fucking cat? That
What do you
the,
do?
The Street Fighter, the black dude,
Kimbo?
Kimbo.
Oh, dude,
going
that
back to-
backyard fighting.
That's basically what it is
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
That's basically
Yeah.
what it is. It's backyard fighting, but with some MMA grappling in there. That's fucking bonkers.
It'd be sweet if I know they're trying to get Are you guys up to date with BKFC? Because they're trying to get Masvidal to go up against Mike Perry.
Isn't Masvidal done? Didn't he?
That's
Isn't
what
he
he
done with the
said.
fight game?
Maybe
He's too busy.
unless the money talks, man.
Yeah,
And
money's
that dude,
too
they
busy.
do watch him. I know I do.
What's crazy
Too
is
busy
that,
promoting Trump.
but what's crazy is that dude started him in the original bare knuckle. I
Yeah.
mean, that's all he would do. He was like 30-0, like in bare knuckle.
Yeah.
That'd
And
be
that's
sick.
how he got into the
Man,
fucking.
forget bare knuckle. The slapping, the slap.
Oh, the
fighting.
slap.
Oh my god, that shit's.
Dude, and you're sitting there and you gotta fucking just wait for this shit, and they're like,
hey,
"What?"
I'm gonna tell you something. I was maybe 2 weeks away from hosting an event.
Okay.
Hosting it. I had people ready, and then I hadn't paid attention to it, but I was like, oh fuck, what are the rules? How do I run it?
Right.
So I got the fighter. Well, I guess you can call them fighters. I got the
participants
ready.
They were all pimps.
I got them ready. There was females talking shit to each other
right
online. It was sick. So I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, it's gonna be a badass show,
Right.
I'm thinking ticket sales. I'm not thinking
everything else.
So then the show's about 2 weeks away, and I'm like, fuck, what are the rules to this thing? Like, can you flinch? Can you close your eyes? What happens?
Right.
What happens if you duck or some shit? You know what I mean? So I start looking up the rules, and there's really no rules.
Right.
So then I start looking up at on YouTube and looking at those shows. Dude. And I mean, fuck, you just sit there and just take it flush. I mean, you're getting concussed. You're getting hurt. You're getting hurt. That's all it is. They make you hold a rag. So you don't put your hands up, and then if you flinch, you got like the guy gets another hit. So it's like holy fuck.
And you know it's coming because that dude's warming up on your shit, like making eye contact.
Yes, and then you see them fucking warming up and cocking all the way back. So I sit there, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna be responsible for this shit, like,
dude.
Well, isn't Dana White part of something like that?
He bought that.
He's been popping up everywhere with
slap
that shit.
Fight, it's power slap or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. I know there's a Texas league out of here. They got like 4 fighters out, or I guess 4 combatants out of El Paso that are doing that.
Really?
Yeah, because I know. So when we had our pillow fight,
that's right.
I was trying to get one of those dudes to come in and do like a main event, like let them.
Was this in this last year, right? 2022. It was around summertime when you guys had this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We had the old
I was actually going to contact you guys, see how you guys were running the whole slapping thing, because I didn't know how. I saw that. You guys had some big.
We were experimenting too. We were going to ask you. Hey, maybe we should merge.
There's a whole fucking league to it, but I don't know. I don't know if it went under or not.
Let's do the hand slap shit. That's the only thing I would do, bro.
Yeah, because
dude, but there's. I mean, when it comes to combat sports, there's so much fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like in Russia alone is the most. Have you seen that?
Basketball?
No. So you know how like on August 8th they do the Ocho, right? Where they do on ESPN they show the Ocho, the most outlandish fucking shit that they do. Well, there's a thing called chess boxing.
Oh shit!
So chess boxing it's a whole 10-round fucking event, right? So your first round you're fucking scrapping. Second round you're playing fucking chess in the middle of the ring. And nobody wins there, or nobody wins on the first round. Third round, you go back in the fucking scrap again.
So every other round, out or you fucking
So every other round, you're going either boxing or you're playing chess, and it's again, it's some Russian. The Russians are fucking wild.
No, have you seen the ones that? I mean, it makes sense. You get the shit beat out of you, and you're not gonna remember.
Nah.
You don't remember the rules of chess.
I say we get girls boxing, and then the other round do Twister. You know what I'm saying? Like play the Twister.
I didn't watch that one.
And then they've done the fight inside a telephone booth.
That's the one I was going to tell you. They do the telephone booth. They do the car where they're inside the car.
Yes,
they got their seatbelts on.
That's an MMA shit now.
Bell rings and you unhook
in the car and shit.
Bro,
and you go off.
You better get that fucking seatbelt off quick.
I've actually did that a couple times. I fought in the car.
Yeah. My ex-wife beat the shit out of me.
There ain't nowhere to move, man.
Dude, these motherfuckers are wild.
Yeah, and I've seen some videos where these fools don't even have time to. They panic. They're trying to fucking take their seatbelts out. They're getting the shit beat out of them.
Or that tire where they put their foot in, their lead foot, and they just.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, that's a boxing drill.
Yeah,
we still do that to this day, but.
I like watching those videos.
That phone booth, the
that
car.
Shit is crazy. And then they have that other one where they have the actual setup like they do for the slap, but then they tie one hand, and you're just boxing with one hand against each other.
Oh, I've seen it.
That shit is fucking. Dude, that shit is fucking hilarious.
I don't even.
Damn.
I don't know how you could sanction something like that. It's just fucking hilarious.
And
it's
you know
what? Why don't you get one of them big ass gloves and then tie them together?
I think a lot of these things are not even sanctioned because it's just shit you pull out of your hands. Like, fucking beat the shit out of each other.
I think it comes out just on the whim. It's like, hey, we're having an event. What are we gonna do? Yeah. I don't know. Fuck, give me a shoelace. You know what I mean?
That's that drunken shit. It's just that drunken shit.
I would definitely want to do a slapping one, but man. I just wouldn't know how to go about it. I'm telling you, once I started looking into it, like, fuck, I was overwhelmed. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like,
Yeah, it's interesting, man.
It's like, bam.
Nah, dude, like I said, when you see it, because I mean, I'm sure the same clips you guys have seen on YouTube, man, where the dudes, they do the 4 cockbacks, and you're like, oh fuck, here it comes. And then they, you know, there's those girls, you could tell that never slap somebody, but they're just in there saying you want to look cute.
Yeah.
Because they'll slap you in the front of the chin with their finger. That ain't gonna do shit. You got to catch that palm on the fucking back of the temple, boy. That shit is fucking.
That's what I'm saying. We should just do all pimps, and you got to be verified on the street.
Slap their hoes.
Yeah, just slap them hoes.
We're definitely gonna do it, man. We're definitely we have to do something like that.
That would be crazy.
At this point, I'm just intrigued, and I just want to see what happens. Like, if we do it, like, how does the crowd gonna respond?
I just wonder how much of a crowd could get pulled for something like that.
Yeah, me too.
That isn't involved with Dana White.
Right.
Because if you hear Dana White, people are going to go just to see him a lot of the times.
And that's something that's, at least for me, it's a little scary to promote that. Like,
yeah, that's a lot
That's
of
a
liability.
big chance.
you know, I don't want to get all these fucking...
Well, maybe you could do a fight in between your regular fights and be like, well, we're gonna have a
but the thing,
a special presentation.
But the thing about that is that if you're trying to get off the snide, right? You're trying to get, for example, Rodzilla. You're trying to get it going.
Yeah, you don't want to be taken serious. Yeah, absolutely.
And you have people in there that are.
But this is a legit sport now, though.
Right, but you don't want people in there to be like, all right, I'm here for this, and then I'm gonna have someone gonna fucking slapping each other. You know what I mean? You don't want to fucking.
I'm gonna stick around. I'm gonna watch that shit.
You don't want to turn away what you're trying to build.
Right.
Yeah. You know? That's why
right.
Dana White he's fucking worth billions. He could do whatever the fuck he wants.
And he doesn't associate it with the UFC or
No. But just because you know who he is, you automatically, who's going to be there? Because he had Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of the fucking... And I, like, what the fuck is Arnold going to do?
And I'm only sure he only gets any views out of that shit just because he is Dana White.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because honestly, I don't know, man. Like, who wants to sit there and just watch people?
I watch the reruns.
I'll see. You'll see clips every now and then that they come up like shorts.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna go buy a ticket to go see that.
Exactly.
Unless I was front row.
But to be fair, we have pulled off a successful pillow fights.
Yeah, we did.
To be fair,
I've always wanted to do the pillow fight thing. Again, it's the location where we're at. It's kind of hard to get people to go out there. But, man, if you guys ever go out there to that venue where we're at and you see it, I mean, these the videos that I post.
Yeah, they don't do it justice.
Don't do it justice,
I'm going to pass by.
How many people does that venue hold?
It holds 800, but we're gonna cap it off at 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. That's a big ass theater. There.
It's big, bro. Like,
fuck.
If you see it, you're like, oh fuck, like. But then you actually take a good look inside, and it's like, oh fuck, it's huge. The way it runs, it goes up. It used to be called the Adobe Horseshoe, so a lot of people still know it as Adobe Horseshoe.
Okay.
Because of the horseshoe shape it's in, and it's made of Adobe. But the way it goes, the way you can fit fucking. If you take off chairs, people standing up. You can fit
standing room and shit.
Damn. What's the address? Do you have the address for the pistoleros?
Yeah, it's 1500 Main Street, San Elizaro, Texas. That's the address for the actual venue. And again, January 27th, it's going down.
So if people want tickets, where can people reach out and get these tickets at? Is it just at the door, or are you doing pre-sales?
We're doing pre-sales online at eventbrite.com.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go to Eventbrite and Event Grove. We switched it up.
Okay.
Eventgrove.com, and then just search up RCS Fight Night 1 and you'll get your links. We had VIP tables available, but they're sold out. So at this point, all we got is general admission.
First come, first serve.
The weigh-in should be good too.
Good
party, you know.
January 26th, Friday. What time does the weigh-in start at?
Tomorrow, weigh-in started at 2 p.m.
Okay.
2 p.m. They're gonna weigh in, and then around 3 p.m. we're gonna have the official face-offs.
Okay, and then they'll have a chance to meet the fighters, and because I know you had a press conference.
We did. We had a press conference 2 weeks ago, and that was a success.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made the fighters feel good. They really liked it. We had K-Fox out there. We had Telemundo, El Diario.
Nice.
So I mean, for our first one, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially I fucked up and
what happened?
I thought I had a printer. I thought I had a printer at the venue. Ready to go. I'm like, fuck it, I'll leave mine at home. There's one right there.
Yeah.
there's no fucking printer, so I had these guys write down their names with a marker on.
Oh
them.
yeah.
So I was like, fuck, man, it was like shit.
Oh, but that keeps the nostalgia though, right? Keep
yeah.
it good.
But you know those motherfuckers can't write, man. They're fighters, bro.
Bro, I had to fucking give me that shit, wrap it and throw it away.
How do you spell your name?
Do it again. But no, it was a really good. It was a successful press conference. The media was awesome. The media showed up. They asked questions. They were interested in what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see. Like I said, it's great to see Rodzilla Combat Sports, something El Paso, something local, something promoted. Because I saw also that you're doing like a youth outreach program, right?
Yes.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, definitely. So my partner Lonnie, he's the president of the El Paso Youth Outreach Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a nonprofit organization.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna be doing is everything that we do, we're gonna start donating towards, anything has to do with the youth, whether it's anti-bullying campaigns,
Okay.
whether we really wanna build. You guys know the UFC PI, the Performance Institute.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big old rec center, but just for combat sports.
Okay.
That's what we want to do for the youth. If we can do it to the point where kids don't have to pay and just come in after school program,
Right.
have a huge, and not just a rec center, but a real professional performance institute
Mm-hmm.
where kids can just really kick their athleticism to a different level.
Right.
And we can do it at zero cost. That's the goal.
Right.
But no, the El Paso Youth Outreach Foundation is really meant for the youth. That's why we stuck to amateurs. We could go pro, but
Yeah.
once you're a pro, you're really on your own. You got to negotiate contracts and all of this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got people in your ear. As an amateur, hey, let's build you up. Let's teach you how to build your career. So that's one thing I tell these fighters. Hey, it's not about Rodzilla Combat Sports.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about it's not about me.
Right.
It's not about Paso Youth Outreach Foundation. It's not about our matchmaker. It's not about that. It's about you guys. It's the fighters.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them over and over and over again, you are here to make a name out of yourselves. If you use me as a stepping stone to get somewhere, fuck,
Right.
I did my job.
Yeah.
If you can say that thanks to Rodzilla Combat Sports, we are now in LFA, UFC, anything like that, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
dope.
Like I'm glad they got to do it, and that's the purpose of it. 'Cause,
Providing opportunities. for
Yeah,
them,
definitely. Because when I started, there was nothing like that. No
Right.
opportunity. There's no MMA in El Paso. People are gonna get mad at me, but they say El Paso's a fight city. It
Mhm.
really isn't.
Right.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, you know what I mean. It really isn't. There's not much going on. Just recently, King Promotion started bringing boxing. Just back in March.
Okay.
Other than that, it's rare that a boxing fight comes out here.
Right.
It's rare that an MMA promotion
And
comes
it's
out here.
still a young sport, though.
Yeah,
the
definitely.
MMA.
Mm-hmm.
But you go out of the places, you go to Arizona, you go to Albuquerque. Those are fight cities out in Phoenix. Albuquerque, they have fights coming up constantly. They're guys, seasoned vets out there, and even amateurs, they're doing it constantly. So I want to change that. I want to make sure that our guys leaving El Paso aren't being fed to the sharks out there everywhere else.
Right.
When our guys get get called to the big stage, they're not just there to lose, but they're there to compete.
Mhm.
They're there
Okay.
to make a name for themselves. Because when I started, 2 week notice. Hey,
Yeah.
1 week notice.
Fuck.
So, my motto was always anyone, anytime, anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the case because I had no other choice. I couldn't sit there and hope that I was going to get a 30-day camp, a 6-week camp.
Right.
It wasn't because nobody really cared. They're
Yeah.
in El Paso. They got no choice. They either fight for us or they don't.
You take whatever you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Take all the scraps.
So now I want to make sure that our guys are fucking set. That our
Well, if
guys,
Albuquerque could do it, I'm sure the fuck can too.
yeah, fuck yeah. I've always
We're
said that.
better.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you
Definitely.
can't fuck with Meth Central though.
No. Hey, man,
Those
Hey,
motherfuckers
no,
are
fighting
nuts.
out
I
there
just
is
go
fucking
watch
scary.
concerts and I'm out. I can't hang out there.
Yeah, it's scary out there. Fuck that.
Fuck yeah, it is. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what they drink out there, man. They're fucking weird.
Clorox evidently though.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are wild.
Fucking all kinds of monsters walking around.
I fought out there back in August 20 something. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man, fucking half the crowd was tweaked out. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. I still haven't seen the beauty of it.
Have to fight them too. Shit.
Hey, I guess they make money because those tickets were expensive, like $65 a ticket. But those fuckers are there,
Dude, I remember driving to the zoo, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this? Is this the zoo?"
So for your fights, do you think or is it a goal to have one of your promotion fights to have a mix of MMA and then a Muay Thai fight in between each one? You know what I mean? Like do you remember? Did you ever see the F1 series or was F1
K1?
K1.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah, definitely. So
That should be wild.
Right now we're in the works. We're actually gonna get a squared cage.
Right
now we have a hexagon. Yeah.
Right.
But we're gonna get a squared cage.
Okay.
And off of that, we're gonna go into that way we can hold the Muay Thai and the MMA in the same night. Or even I don't know if you guys know who Mighty Mouse is. He fights for one where he had that mixture of MMA and Muay Thai. 1 round MMA, 1 round Muay Thai.
Oh shit!
I mean, we're looking at all these.
Oh, he did that.
Yeah, he did that.
Oh shit!
Yeah, with Rodtang, he did that, and it was a really.
Dude,
it was successful. You know, he won the MMA fight, but it'd be cool. So we want to do that. We want to do if we can have like 4 Muay Thai fights and then 4 MMA fights the same night, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And then if eventually we can, let's just say in the future, I have a champion at 125 that's an MMA guy and a champion at 125 that's a Muay Thai guy.
Have them go at it.
Throw them in there together and
that'd be good.
I mean, it's
like Street Fighter on steroids.
The possibilities are endless. So hopefully we get something going like that. I know. I mean, it's already this weekend. Fuck, that thing got here quick. So I haven't slept at all. Like I haven't slept.
You're not gonna sleep until the day after.
Yeah,
if that, maybe 2 days after that. You
that
still
sounds
be
like
on
a
the
great
high.
time, man.
I'd rather be fighting than putting this thing. That's scary.
Oh shit!
Man.
Really?
Yeah, it's that scary.
Do like a tag team or some shit.
just jump in.
Put me in, man.
And there is. You guys know combat jiu-jitsu? It's grappling. It's jiu-jitsu. But they smack each other. They fucking slap the shit
open
out of
hand?
each other. Open hand.
Oh, all right.
That's that Eddie Bravo shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So fuck, if I can do that like a tag team thing, like getting shit slapped out of you, and you fucking reach and tag your partner in and get in there, that'd be sick. Dude, the possibilities, man, are fucking endless.
Again, in Russia, they got like a 4-on-4 MMA fights. Where they just all go at the same fucking time.
Fuck, I've seen
it's
more
like a
than
Royal
4-on-4,
Rumble.
yeah,
Just change it up. Have
like
them
a Royal
play
Rumble, dude.
Connect 4.
It's a fucking Royal Rumble. This
Not
is fucking
so-
wild.
So not such a smart game.
So
just-
Rodzilla Combat Sports official fight night going down Saturday, January 27th. What time do doors open?
Doors open at 6 p.m.
Fights going at 7?
We want to go live at 7 p.m. And then your boy's going to be the announcer. So shit. I'm nervous with that too. Man, we're a fucking promotion on a budget out here.
Yeah. Hey, you got to do the both. But that's going to be a lot more fun. But think about it. Now you get to experience a fight without being in the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you said, now that little wanting to be in that square circle or in that hexagon or octagon.
But he's having withdrawals. He's going to want to fight somebody and shit.
Nah, it's going to be all good till you said, like you said, till you hear that first solid crack, you're like, nah, I'm good.
I'm
here.
good.
I'll do the Joe Rogan shit
I'll
here.
be ringside once I see, I fucking see them hitting each other. I'm like, fuck that.
I thought I wanted to go in
So
there.
I'm good with that. Yeah. So again, Gabe, one of 3 of the CEOs, operating people for Rodzilla Combat Sports. Any last words you want to give out to the people? I know you have Friday. We got the weigh-in at you said starting at 2, right?
Yeah, start at 2.
Starting at 2, open to the public. Then the fight night going live Saturday. Doors open at 6. 7 o'clock. Hopefully, trying to get everything going after everybody gets situated, gets their drinks on at Pisoleros.
Get there early.
Any last words for the people listening?
Yeah, get your tickets. Get your tickets. I highly recommend it. It's going to be a historic event. First time ever happening in San Elizaro. It's very rare that it happens in El Paso.
Right.
So get your tickets. You don't want to miss it. I guarantee you you won't regret it. You won't regret getting your tickets. It's going to be a fun night. Fun.
What are the prices of the general admission tickets?
General admission tickets are $35, $45 at the door.
Okay.
$35 pre-sale. And that's it. That's all we have left. We sold out on VIP tables.
Okay.
So all we have left is general admission.
And again, to get your pre-sales, it's on what site?
Event Grove.
Event Grove. Okay.
Event Grove. and you can also get them at the door.
Right.
And I promise you, guaranteed no bad seat in this house. Not at all.
Nice.
Anywhere you sit down is a perfect.
And you want to see it
seat.
in a small venue like that. You could
A lot
hear
more
everything.
intimate.
Yeah,
it's
very
a lot-
intimate.
You appreciate the fucking art and the fucking sacrifice that these young fighters are putting there for
Yes.
you. Because like you said, it's
Total different experience live.
yeah, it's a toll on the body, man.
And
You think
another
you're a
thing-
badass, you go to a fight, and you're not a badass.
Holy shit.
And another thing I want to add is it's a family event.
Right.
Okay.
So it's all ages. Kids under 6 years of age are free.
Okay.
Just keep an eye on your kids.
Yeah.
But
Don't let them fucking roll
yeah,
up
I don't
into the
wanna
ring and
fucking
shit.
roll in-
You don't want them to jump in the ring, man.
But yeah, it's an all ages. It's an all ages show. Bring the family. Everybody come out here. We're gonna have vendors out there too.
Okay.
So it's a big deal. It's a big event. So
Fuck yeah.
get out there, catch some fights, and we're not going anywhere. We're stuck.
There
We're
you
gonna be
go.
here for a while.
There you go. Dude,
Yes,
can't
sir.
wait. Best of luck for the first
Appreciate it.
First
for the
show of
first
many.
Show of many.
Yeah.
Like you said, you got fans here already. So anything we can do, by all means, we got you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Saturday, January 27th. Doors open at 6. Fights start hopefully promptly at 7, depending upon. There's always something that. Trust me, there's always something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
7-ish. But going at 7, catch these local fighters.
you
11
a
great
beer.
fights.
Grab some drinks, some food.
Take
all
care
that.
of those vendors. Take care of everybody. But most importantly, take care of your local people here. El Paso. First time ever San Eli historic event
And support.
at Pistoleros. Address again is
1500 Main Street. San Elizaro.
1500 Main Street. So on behalf of Gabe for Rodzilla Combat Sports, myself, my boy here, Jules. Till next time, don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Deuces.